Okay.
There we go.
Here we go. Hi everyone, welcome to Adobe Live. We will be live for 2 hours with 2 vector artists, Cryssy and
Orlando,
senor. So yeah, that's so cool. So I am Michael. Nice to see you in the chat. We already have Marcos Melone, Lucas Toledo. I mean, what do you look?
Oh,
all
wow.
these names like Carlotta Novo Gonzalvo.
Hey, ¿qué
Ela
tal?
Perucci. Alan, good to see you.
Buonasera.
And you know, this is Illustration Week. So we have 6 amazing illustrators. We're live from San Francisco. Let us know in the chat where you're live from. And the goal is to create an illustration. So maybe over the 3 days, you will share with me your plan, or maybe one illustration a day.
Yeah.
We will see. But we have Magic Paul Traney with us this week. He's the only one in this building who can print T-shirts. He's the only one who knows how to make it work. Like, we have no idea.
T-shirt wizard Paul.
Yeah. Okay, so Cryssy, what is your plan?
My plan is I'm going to make one piece.
One piece, okay.
And it'll be 2 tigers fighting each other.
2 tigers fighting.
Yes.
Okay, I like it. Orlando, do you have a plan in mind or not yet? Not yet. Yeah.
Nope, I'm just gonna
Just
have
arrived.
fun. I'm just gonna play. I don't know. I'll probably do kind of a little show and tell of just how I play with gradients, and maybe
gradients.
do a portrait. Maybe throw in some copy. Maybe.
Yeah, because look at what we have in the background, my friends. So Cryssy, this is your work here. I recognize this character from a famous movie. And here, this is a new interpretation of
Gamora from Guardians.
Gamora,
Of the Galaxy, yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Look at that.
Look at
And
that.
you used a lot of gradients, so I guess it's part of your arsenal. Good.
A little bit.
Okay, so Paul will work on switching the screen,
Hi
and
from France.
should be okay. No, thank you. Should be okay. I think the AC is back, by the way. I slight you, but yeah, we can try. And yeah, so this week we invite you to share your illustration. You can create an illustration using an iPad, Photoshop, Illustrator, all the Creative Cloud apps, and share them on Twitter, adding the Adobe Live hashtag. Okay, it's here. See, Adobe Live. I guess you can read it now. And yes, Anya, good to see you. I was there. And Michael, were you in the movie? Yes, I was in Star Wars. Yeah, good point. I was the sniper, trying to, and then I almost killed the father, and I said no.
No.
You remember this? Yeah, it was
You
me.
had to change your heart. That's good.
Yeah, it was me.
You're so kind.
Okay, so who wants to start? You have a sketch already?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, so
Just
maybe
loaded it
Paul,
up.
when you feel it, you can share it. Oh my God, look at this beauty. I can see it, you can't. But I can. Here we go.
Nice.
Okay, and Paul, you have to clean some icons.
Yeah.
But Paul is on it. You have so many guests this week. I can tell you that managing all the cameras and the switch this week is a challenge, but that's cool.
We'll get
And
by.
Orlando, we can see your screen already, but
Cool.
in the thumbnail, and then we will switch, all
Nice.
along.
All right.
And yeah, Creative Cloud is the new host. Yeah, it's me. It's my nickname, Creative Cloud. You like the joke? No.
I like it. I'm
You
waiting
like
for the
it.
tattoo.
I'm working on a tattoo, yeah. Okay, so how did you sketch it? Was it on paper and then you took a picture?
Oh yeah,
Oh, you have it now?
it's right here.
Ah, okay. Maybe we
Oh,
can
we
switch to the GoPro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so
Beautiful.
intense. I like this shot. Can I do it again?
Dun, dun, dun.
So nice.
In Adobe Vision.
So you took a picture, now you have the picture in Illustrator, and
Yep.
you will add some vectors.
Yep.
Good.
So just gonna do some line work today.
Friends from Brazil. Nice.
What's up, Brazil?
What up,
Yeah,
everyone?
Victoria from Brazil.
What up, my homies in New York?
Yeah.
To do a shameless shout out.
Got
It's
to
a-
do the shameless shout-outs.
See, it's a good point. Maybe it would be better to know a little bit about yourself. So, Cryssy, you're from New York.
Yep, live in New York. Working in comics, doing illustrations. Also working at TV Land as an art director.
TV Land? What is
Yeah,
it?
and,
'Cause I'm French. I don't know
Oh, it's
anything.
okay.
So.
It's one of the networks at Viacom.
Okay. Welcome. I don't know what this is, but it sounds great.
TV stuff.
It's TV. Oh, I know what TV is. Okay. And Orlando? Orlando.
Born originally from the Bronx, New York City. Now I live up north in Connecticut,
Mhm.
and just
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah.
Staying busy, working on a whole bunch of different projects, getting a lot of work and fun with the Posted Posse. Really cool second
Posted
family of
Posse.
mine.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like a gang of vector artists. Are you
Yeah.
part of it? Are you Vector Posse? No? Are you?
Hopefully soon, one day.
Yeah, maybe you will join the...
Yeah, maybe I'll
Definitely.
Erin is, no? Erin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Erin. So she will be our next guest. She will be live within 2 hours on Adobe Live, and she's part of this. She's part of this group.
This
of-
crazy group.
crazy group of vector artists. Okay, I'll let you start. I'll let you start. Okay, let me know in the chat who
So I'm just gonna start
is using Illustrator like
Right.
every day.
every day.
Yeah, let me know in the chat if you
Ooh.
have friends who use Illustrator. Because if you use Illustrator CC for a few years, I'm sure you have seen his work. Because you had one of the best splash screen, like the big orange Venus winter
Venus
parade
Revisited.
revisited.
That was a lot of fun to do.
Oh my god, it was awesome.
Only 6 hours. That was a lot of fun.
6 hours.
You guys needed it. You're like, hey, can we get it? And I was like, yeah, okay, no problem.
We have Jeff. He uses Illustrator every day.
Every
also,
day.
Also
Jeff?
Virginia. Yeah, we have some
Ah,
good Illustrator users.
that's healthy.
Every day, cool. Olson City says, go Cryssy.
Yeah.
So it's not a battle. Okay, there is no prize at the end. We're just here for the fun. But what we will do is that stay tuned because we will give away our T-shirts, and we will print one of the illustrations created this week with all these artists, and ship it to your place. I learned how to say ship
Ship.
because I used to say sheep, like the
Bah.
animal. Yeah, and it was weird. See what I mean? Like you would receive a sheep. Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
So, so just getting all my gradients all set up. Building things up.
Yeah, I see that.
The one thing that I love about playing in Illustrator is that very quickly you could start opening up a shape and
Okay.
adding very quick and easy, simple dimensionality as far as like depth and lighting.
I really loved when they added this gradient tool, with the bar,
Mhm.
like the representation that you can rotate and add a step like this one.
And then you could totally
Oh my God.
customize the coloring here.
was so good.
You could elongate it. So right away we've got kind of the basis of light and shadow.
Yeah, so we have Chris asking, how did you feel the ear so quickly? I guess it was the ear of the tiger. Did you invert
so-
something?
Yeah, so I'm using the pencil tool, and then I just put a fill on it, and
Oh,
then it
okay.
just fills it in.
Maybe
Yeah,
Paul,
so
we
it's
can
like-
switch to Cryssy and
So right
she will
now,
explain.
yeah.
here we
So
go.
right now I'm using the pencil tool to just
There
draw
we go.
this in, and then it's a stroke, and then if you press Shift X,
Shift X.
yeah,
That was
and then
the,
it fills it in.
that's the pro tip.
Yeah.
Hey Brad, welcome. Brad says that he loved your splash screen, Orlando. for
Yo,
Illustrator.
thank you so much.
So we have Sergey asking some questions about the equipment.
Mhm.
On my left, Orlando Arocena is using a Wacom
I'm using a Wacom Intuos Pro.
Interest Pro, quite small one, like you can travel with
Yep.
on a MacBook Pro.
Yep.
And you're
I'm
using a Wacom
the
Interest
Intuos
Pro too,
Yeah.
on your knees.
Yep.
We all have our
Yep.
space, environment. Okay, Cryssy is already into it. So what tool are you using, Cryssy? It's the brush.
This is the brush.
in,
Yeah.
in Illustrator.
Yep.
It's a default brush, nothing
Nothing crazy.
fancy.
Just
no.
this one from the artist,
Business as usual.
artistic ink section.
And Cryssy, so I have a question for you because after I will jump to Orlando and you will see, oh, his question makes sense. Do you always start in black and white?
Yep. Always.
Orlando, do you start sometimes illustration in black and white?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. good to
Sometimes. I like to basically try to just jump in and develop kind of depth and shadow and get
Oh.
a feel for what's
Yeah.
going on. You know, so it's
You play a lot with symmetry in your art.
yeah.
Something you.
Sometimes I switch it up, but you know, just for having fun and for the sake of timing, you know, it's good to just do a little bit of symmetry and just rock and roll.
Cool. And Rob is still in the studio. We have some nice comments for you, Rob, saying
Still
great work.
coming
He was live with us just a few minutes ago. Great. You know, I will just check something because there will be some giveaway, so I want to show you something. I will be back.
Right on. So we had Adobe Live all to ourselves. What do you want to do?
Stir it up!
Ah, let's go!
Where is it? Do you have a sample? Oh my god, it's so small.
So
But they are green, they're all green.
I'm trying to read. So you
I know.
start your art
did
like a
you do?
tattoo.
They're
Yes,
all
that's for
green,
you,
so-
Cryssy.
For me? Oh, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah. I like to start in black and white and then just,
Does it work?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let's go.
Oh, but it's the green.
It's green, yeah.
Whoa!
X-ray.
Does that tickle?
Right.
Does that tickle? Does that tickle?
Ah! And we have the sloth. What was his name, Rob? Remember?
Oh.
Yeah, I won't try to pronounce it, but it was made live on Adobe Live, I remember. Yeah, it was already on Adobe Live with Illustrator Draw. So that's the idea, okay? You cannot see the t-shirts because they are green, but we have all other colors actually. But that's the only color I found. Oh, there is a white one. Is there something on this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who is this?
Oh, it's my Twin Peaks drawing.
Yeah, it's Cryssy
Agent
Cheung. So that's a
Dale
good
Cooper.
example, okay? So stay with us because we will give away t-shirts with illustration created by our friends to people in the chat. So stay tuned. Yeah, that's good, Paul. That will be fine. Too much. Okay, don't move. Okay, Paul, I would like to switch to Orlando's screen, please. Because he's working on a... Okay, what is your direction? What do you have in mind?
Just making a skull, bolts, maybe throw in some text, you know. I'm going to see whether I could build this up into different variations,
Okay.
you know.
And this is a question we have by our friend Natalie Diana in the chat.
What's up?
Asking how do you get inspired, you know, like... so it's good for both of you, like here, so do you just start and play with the shapes and say, okay, no, I will take this direction? Or you already have a plan in mind?
It all depends. You know, if it's for a client project, obviously there's a brief that you gotta play against.
There is someone else. Yeah.
There's someone else always like asking for something, and you're like, okay, cool. What do you have in mind? But usually when it's time to just play, I just like to just doodle. You know, I consider this just
Oh, this
having
is
some
doodling.
fun and doodling.
Okay,
And
interesting.
but as far as inspiration, it comes from all different angles. You know, one of the things about growing up in the Bronx, you know, back in the '80s, you know, the trains at that time were just bombarded with so much expression and creativity. There's so much,
on.
you know, graffiti back then, but they call it, you know, street art now.
Yeah, I watched this TV show on Netflix. What's the name? The Get Down.
Get down.
And they have original footage of the trains. And
I loved it.
it's awesome. Yeah, I love it too.
So a lot of my inspiration comes from like digging back into those days and
Interesting.
a lot of contemporary stuff now. You know,
Yeah.
I love going out to like museums and gallery shows and checking things out.
And you also have exhibition, right? Like with your art, I mean. You
In the past, yeah,
Yeah, you had
I've been invited to play with a few exhibitions. You know, all around. You know, got friends over in Paris.
In
over
Paris?
At a French Paper Gallery.
Oh yeah, French Paper.
You know, those guys rock.
It's also a gallery, so people who are fans of Adobe Live, maybe you remember Dan Mumford, from the UK, and
Cool guy.
he also had an exhibition at the French Paper Gallery. I remember. Cool. And Cryssy, what about the tigers? How did you get inspired? I mean, we were in touch, and then I told you can do whatever you want,
Yep.
and then you said, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you get the idea?
So I recently drew this crazy dragon for a piece for an art show, which actually the show is this Saturday.
Oh, where?
In San Francisco.
In San Francisco? No
yeah,
way.
so I'm gonna stay.
It's
It's
so
at the
cool.
Sketchpad Gallery at 5:00. And my brother saw it and he was like, "You should do like tigers in that style." And so
And
here
that's
we
it.
are.
So you have been inspired by your brother.
Inspired by my brother today.
Okay.
If you're watching, thanks, Derek.
Hi, Juan. Sí, Juan, hablamos español,
Sí, claro.
pero
¿Qué vamos a decir?
tú sabes.
¿Qué anda, Juan?
No, we can't. We have to speak English.
English?
Can you make a small subtitle?
I can write very fast. and
Oh, I'll
Just
just type
show
the
on the
subtitle
GoPro.
on my screen. Yeah.
we have Deborah. You're designing clothes too. Okay, so that's awesome. Because something we want you to do, Deborah. Yeah, I'm trying to really find the best way to pronounce it. Is to share what you create, your illustrations on Twitter, and you add the Adobe Live hashtag. Here, it's written here, Adobe Live. Okay, because at some point we will show what you share, and also, most importantly, on Friday we will pick the top 10 designs. And you will also, it's another chance to get a t-shirt, created by one of our friends. So many ways. So either you stay with us and there will be, we will ask Nightbot to pick someone in the chat, or you create and share on Twitter, Adobe Live. Danet is asking a good question. I will start with you, Orlando. How did you guys get into the design illustration field? So do you remember how you decided to join the creative industry?
Yeah, it was by chance.
Yeah.
No, it was pretty tough. I graduated from Pratt Institute in Brooklyn in '94, and it was a time before the internet, before computers.
Just before, like '94 is like 1 year before.
It just went literally.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't tell no lies, And but anyway, it took me about 3 years to save up for a computer, teach myself, and then actually have a digital portfolio, or at least digital chops. So the first job that I ended up landing was being an art director for Troma Studios, Toxic Avenger, Toxie.
Oh yeah.
And that was a total rock and roll job. I loved it. Everybody was colored hair,
Nice.
tattoos, and since then I kind of stood within kind of the entertainment industry and jumping around and working for like Harvey Weinstein's group and shooting gallery, and learning as much as I could within the industry. And then I totally jumped into commercial and wanted to learn more about brands and brand ideology and marketing, and it's very useful. Seriously, as an artist, if you're able to work within that field, it always comes back to play.
Because I remembering Tuxie. Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah, Tuxie. And Pearly Cream Cheese, very good name. Yes, Paul Trony will be part of the stream. He will be hosting the next stream, which will be with Erin Gallagher. And Cryssy, you remember how you joined the industry? It was 3 weeks ago, right?
So I started drawing ever since I can remember. So I've always had like a foundation in drawing, but I really didn't get into design until I want to say like college, and really like pushed myself to do more design. And then now I try to incorporate design and illustration together.
Oh, okay.
I think it's fun.
So what do you mean by design illustration? You mean you add typography, or what
Could be type. It could be just. I've been using a lot of like geometric shapes.
Oh,
a
I see what
lot.
you mean.
Yeah, and just using more of a design sensibility
Like a composition?
to create my
space.
compositions. Yeah,
I see.
exactly. Like what Orlando's doing right now.
Orlando, yeah, he's all in the shapes now.
Yeah.
Peligroso,
Peligroso.
peligroso, which
What
means
is that?
dangerous,
Dangerous.
dangereux.
Dungeon?
Dangereux.
Dangereux. Dangereux.
Yeah, I could add some special effects. Don't be scared, okay?
Oh.
Pericoloso.
Dun, dun.
Did you just
That was it.
record that?
No, just for people watching.
Oh.
Like they have no idea of what happened, but something happened. And yes, Greaser, it's true that they have two completely different styles, so it's cool to see like the two differently opposite ways to work almost. So it's cool to have like both screens at the same time and we just chat. This is basically what Adobe Live is, you know. You just join and you have very talented artists working, and it's the opportunity to ask questions. Such as Elizabeth Schmidt asking, is Cryssy using the blob brush in Illustrator?
No. So I'm using this this tool here. I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen. It's from Brush Artistic Ink. And
Okay.
It's the one that has the taper on the both sides, and then you just adjust the stroke weight to whatever you need it to be, and and then it looks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you use Illustrator, actually it's a very good trick. Remember that in Illustrator, the brushes, you have a lot of kits, you know, a lot of sets that are ready and they are not open by default. So don't hesitate to really go inside the menu. And I really love also the artistic brushes. They're really great. Can we just understand what Orlando is making? No, Ibrahim. No, you will understand at the end. It's part of the process. Even Orlando, he has no idea.
I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah. It's just dangerous. That's what we know. Like, it's not something very, you know, it's not nice. Okay.
Peligroso.
It's peligroso.
Dangerous.
We just do one stream like this. Speeder, thanks for joining. What do you guys think about Sketch? So if you're talking about Photoshop Sketch, we can talk. Actually, we can ask, like, have you tried to draw with the Creative Cloud mobile apps on an iPad? Have you?
Yeah, I've tried it in the past.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Give it a try? Yeah.
You know, I just recently put it on my my note.
Shameless self.
Oh my God.
Somebody asked, "Are you reading the
Oh
chat?"
my God.
Scroll. See, can we have their
It's
Instagram handle? See,
shameless.
and Orlando is Mexifunk.
Yeah. Mexi
Let
Funk.
me type
Thank
in.
you, Cryssy.
Yeah. At
Stasi, love
Mexifunk.
your works, Orlando.
Hey, thank you.
Where are you from, everyone? There's so many beautiful names. I'm pretty sure we have people from all around the world. Okay, let's see.
Statue.
Oh, thanks, Cryssy. Mexi Funk.
Nice.
Oh, that's definitely
Okay, I'm done.
that's a cat.
Does someone want a T-shirt of this?
Yeah, that's good. No, thank you, Cryssy.
Thank you.
See you
Okay,
tomorrow.
bye.
Yeah, so let's see if we have all the continents. Okay, so Scotland, Europe. Thank you, Alan. We have someone from Texas, so US, North America is done. Okay, where are you from? Where are you from? Norway. Still Europe.
Norway.
Anyone from Africa? Come on, guys. And South America, come on.
South America.
Eindhoven, New York, Brazil. Okay, now we got South America. We need someone from India. Asia is covered. Thank you. Russia, Vietnam. Okay, I see that. Detroit, Canada, Maryland, Belarus, Florida, LA, Germany, Berlin, Edmonton, California, Chicago. No, I need someone from Africa. Come on. Puerto Rico, Ukraine, Maryland, Alabama, Oslo, Norway, Canada.
You sound like
Oh, Zaruma?
auction house person.
Yeah. He's
Oh, yeah.
running wild.
Hawaii, no. Morocco. Okay, we got it. Thank you. We got someone. Thank you, Morocco. And now we need someone more, maybe next to Australia, maybe someone who never sleeps. A zombie or a vampire. Australia, New Zealand, anyone? Australia. Oh, okay. So
Done.
it's a worldwide stream. We have people from all around the world. Cameroon. Oh, more from Africa. Awesome. Ibrahim is from Marrakesh. Good. Beautiful. Oh my God. Have you been to Marrakesh?
Not yet.
You would go crazy.
Not yet.
With your
I'd
style?
Love to. I'd love to. Invite me.
Oh my God. Okay, let's do it. Let's do 1 week in Marrakesh and you create illustrations from Marrakesh. You will be so inspired by all the palette. I mean, it's beautiful.
Hey Orlando, I have a question for you.
Sure. What's up?
you ever use or try out Astute Graphics Mirror Me?
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of it.
So
you
it's
know,
it's
I've
a
played with
plugin
it.
for Illustrator to automatically
Yeah, you know,
draw in as a mirror,
Symmetrically.
Both
symmetric.
sides,
Yeah.
same kind
you know, I remember Flash used to do that as well. But
Oh, okay.
to tell you the truth, I kind of like to stay away from plugins. I like
Yeah.
to just laboriously go through and actually go through the motions of actually switching things around, flipping them around, drawing it by hand. You know, I think that there's something that gets kind of released through that kind of expressive nature of playing around with just what you want to do. You know, the plugins. You know, it's good if you use them.
Yep.
I'm not saying anything bad about them. It's just for me. I feel it takes too much away from what I want to create.
So by Civil, is it possible to ask a question in German? Yeah, you can. We won't be able to answer it, but yeah, you can definitely. You can definitely. We will try to understand and answer it. It could be a good game. Okay, so let's try. And someone is writing something in. It looks very. Is it Japanese?
Command Y.
Oh, Command Y.
Some good.
So Cryssy, what's happening when you press Command Y in Illustrator?
Wireframes.
Yeah, all the path. Okay, Phonoric saying Orlando reminds me of Robert Downey Jr. Actually, yeah, you play in Iron Man, right? You have a role in Iron Man. I'm in Star Wars. He's in Iron Man. In which movie?
That's
did
it. I'm
you-
done.
No,
No.
I don't know.
Undercover. I gotta go save the world.
Orlando is Tony Stark. Yeah, you got it.
Dun, dun, dun. No.
Did you play in a movie recently? No.
Let's see.
That's my thing. So many movies.
Mm.
We'll think of something, guys. I have faith in you.
She's actually a dark Sith.
Yes, I'm a Sith
Seriously?
Lord.
Sith Lord. Sorry.
Oh. We could try something. What are we gonna do?
Wireframe is Apple Y. Apple
You
Y.
want to try the Force? Okay.
Do you want to try the fourth?
Oh, we're doing the force. Here we go.
Dun dun dun.
What do you think? Okay.
Okay.
Try your Force.
Oh my god, so close. Okay. I got it. I got it. Yes.
Right. Did it work?
It works.
Wow. Now we told you we work in the movie industry for years now. When did you get your first Oscar? Was that 10
You're
years
asking
ago?
Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah.
Go for the gold.
So Octhi, man, yes, Cryssy took a picture of our own sketch. Maybe we can switch to the GoPro so I can show it again. And then now she's adding vectors on top of it. So that's the, sorry, Orlando.
No problem.
That's the original sketch. And now she's drawing on top of it, adding vectors. And the beauty of vectors is that you can scale it to
Oh, I love
whatever
it.
you want. It can become a mural, it can become a t-shirt, logo, anything.
I love
Is that
vectors.
how you've done like a fair amount of your work? Because we could show this. I kind of want to show off your site.
I mean, if you can switch it to
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah. Let's look at portfolios of Cryssy and Orlando. a bit. So Cryssy, this is your
Yeah, this
Your
is
style.
my website.
Just
yeah
gorgeous. Like, look at how realistic this helmet is.
All Illustrator.
all Illustrator.
I wanted to see if I could do it. It was like a
My
test. Like,
Oh, that's the t-shirt we printed. I see in the middle.
Gorgeous stuff.
Awesome.
Orlando, what's your?
What would be the best way to check your work? Orlando?
Over on Behance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Behance.net /
Orlando Arocena.
Orlando Arocena.
Or as they say it in Mexico, Orlando Arocena. Just like that.
Peter is asking you, when did you guys start to hitting it big in design?
We hit it big in design?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Did you hit it big in design?
No.
No. Orlando, now we see your work. Okay, on Behance, are you in Behance, Cryssy?
Yeah, but it's not updated.
Okay, but still, they can find you and follow you.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
awesome. And by the way, the stream is featured on Behance. So thanks for the people joining us, clicking on the Watch Now button on Behance. It's awesome.
Nice.
And look at this.
I think you need more
Look at
publications
this beauty.
listed on the side here.
Yeah, you need more.
Oh man, yeah, I haven't updated
There's
it.
not enough text.
You know,
on
that's
the left. You need more
that
text.
hasn't been touched since I think I first signed on Behance. You know.
So yeah, make sure to follow Orlando on Behance and give some appreciation. Thanks, Jan Eric.
Yes, I'm an Illustrator Sith Lord. I love it.
Nice.
Nice, John Mercado. Nice one. This is cool. Okay, we're really glad that I was super happy when Orlando and
That person
Cryssy,
likes your haircut.
because my hair was a mess. Like I was live like 2 weeks ago, and almost went to jail because of my haircut. It was really too much. It was a mess. So
No bueno, man.
no bueno. La pelo. No, how do you say the hair?
Pelo.
Pelo no bueno.
Pelo no bueno.
Pelo no
Pelo
bueno.
loco.
Peligroso. Pelo.
Peligroso pelo.
How long to make art? Okay, Ron. I will try to understand what you mean. I guess you like the illustration we saw. Okay, so let's take one, like the portraits, of the Star Wars. How long does it take to make one portrait?
For me, like faces take anywhere from 3 to 5 hours.
3 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
Which is not
And
that much.
to answer that guy's question, I'm using a Wacom Intuos Pro to draw. So, and I went to SVA. Yeah, someone else asked college something.
Always went to jail. It's a good one. In Orlando, like, how long do you
Jail?
spend?
Plenty of
Jail?
times.
Jail.
Plenty of times.
And on an
They know me
illustration.
by short names over there.
And on an
Illustration?
yeah.
It depends. It depends. Sometimes, some take me, a couple of hours to a couple of days.
Yeah.
And if you throw in the client factor in there, even longer. Can
Yep.
we get this? Can we change that? It's always good. It's always good collaboration with clients when you think you're done, but they're like, "Can we get a little
Can you
bit
move
more?"
it
And I'm
10
like,
pixels
"Sure,
to the
yeah,
left?"
yay!" But generally, it's kind of tough deciding when it's done. Because sometimes I'll just end up having so much fun that I'm like, can I try to get something else in here? Can I try to do this? When it's my personal work, it's like no holds barred. You just want to have so much fun creating and expressing whatever might have been conjured up in your brain, and now it's formulating in front of you, and you're like, I just want to keep on going. Can I break this rule here? And I had a professor who told me that I shouldn't do this, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. Art's really about your own expressive adventure.
So Carlotta is asking, was asking, she retracted the message, but I had the time to read it. Do you live from your work like as an illustrator? So yeah, you are full-time illustrators, right? This is your full-time job.
Yes.
You are like professional designers, yes.
Oh, yes.
It took a while to get there.
And yes, thank you, Hugo. Yeah, they are both using Wacom Intuos Pro, Wacom tablets. Both using a MacBook Pro. But with Illustrator, seriously, you would be on Windows PC. You would have the same experience, especially if you have Illustrator CC, which has been really optimized with GPU acceleration. It works very well on Windows. Okay, Bicycle is asking, can you have brush like in Photoshop but in Illustrator, which would be pressure sensitive?
Yeah. We've got that in there. Actually,
Something you can set up.
I'm going to
yes.
be playing around with brushes probably tomorrow.
Mhm.
Got another project lined up that, it's going to play with a lot of gradients, play with a lot of brushes. Right now, for this day, opening up, I'm just wanting to just doodle with gradients.
Doodle with gradients. Nice.
Doodle.
Yeah, it looks great already. Very good question from Terence Stone. So a professor told him that the work is never finished, but you have to stop. So do you have any advice, when do you know when to stop if you're working on illustration?
Wow, if it's a personal project, obviously when you get the thumbs up from the client, they're like, yeah, it's good. That's an easy one. Personally, he's right. It's never done. It's when you're able to be content enough to say, okay, I've done as much as I want to do, because there's also a tendency to overdo it. When it's your own personal work,
Always add.
there's no chance of that. But when you're working for a commission and working on a client project and all that, sometimes being a little too extravagant and heavy-handed and wanting to throw the kitchen sink in there could get you to a basis where it's just overload of information, of visual techniques, and you're gonna have to pull it back. So.
And we have a nice split screen, Paul.
Oh, thank you.
Paul is getting good.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That is awesome.
Very good question by Sylvain Millet, who is asking, Cryssy, so before working in Illustrator, did you start with Photoshop?
No.
No, you started with Illustrator.
I learned Photoshop and Illustrator at the same time.
Okay.
And I started on version 8, and I just liked Illustrator better and was using it since then. So, yeah.
Orlando also directly.
No, oh my God.
Oh no.
No. I mean, I love Illustrator. Seriously, it's my favorite video game of all time. And when I first started off, I was more attracted to Photoshop for obvious reasons. It's so forgiving than Illustrator can be. At times. Illustrator takes a lot of practice, to feel a bit more confident with what you want to do. But with Photoshop, there's a lot of play. Illustrator for me came because I was at Trauma working, and it was a rock and roll job, right? And they needed a 9-story tall Toxie for the side of the building.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I'll do it in Photoshop. And my
Sells.
creative director, was like, nah, you need to do it in Vector. And I was like, yeah, I don't know Vector. And they're like, yeah, we need it by the end of the day. Otherwise, adios amigos. And I was like, But you know what really helped? What helped me at that moment was, what I ended up doing was something that was based off of almost like Japanese anime, the way that they paint cells, having a predominant color for just shadow, a predominant color for the midtone, and a predominant color for the highlight. No gradients. At that time, I was just fairly new to this, man. I was like, I gotta save my job. So if it wasn't for me understanding Japanese anime and how the cells and the colors go, I think I would have been on the street corner, like, waving to people.
Nice.
Hi, no job.
Speeder really appreciated the smooth tail that you did.
Oh,
Just
thank
do
you.
a smooth. It was a smooth tail.
right.
Christian Williams asking, what project do you love? Okay, so what would be your ideal project? Like you receive a call tomorrow, Cryssy. Your dream project, what would it be?
If somebody was like, do whatever you want, I'll give you $1 million, I'll be like, okay! That's the dream project. That's living the dream.
Thank you.
Doing whatever you want.
It was Cryssy live on Adobe Live.
I like that dream.
Yeah, it's,
That was a good
it's
dream.
nice dream.
You know?
So you dream
Rob-
about it.
Rob has a dream project. Yeah, it's called Sleep.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I always found it interesting to get a project to like design money.
Oh.
You know, paper money or
Oh
coins
yeah,
and all
like
that,
oh yeah.
like bills. That'd be really cool.
There are some.
And if they allowed me to print all of it at home,
Yeah,
that'd be fantastic.
and it
Wouldn't
would work
Yeah, and work.
in the country. It would work. That would be awesome.
Come on.
Yeah, just
Most
some
definitely,
samples.
right? How much? How many samples
Yeah,
though?
well, 1 million.
You know,
1 million samples.
a few semi trucks full of that. Yeah, I like that.
Then you can
And
use
for my
that money
friends.
and pay me.
Yeah, see.
See, we're fulfilling 2 dreams.
But you're
Wow.
like a Sith Lord, so you could like just
And Rob could sleep. And Rob could sleep at the same time. So yeah,
Yep.
3 dreams. Fishy is asking a tough question. Where do you think your creativity comes from? Which is always, or I would say, how do you find inspiration, or do you have some routines, or some website that you visit, or just do something different? I don't know.
Yeah, I think, looking at websites and other people's art is always a good thing,
Okay.
yeah.
Just feeding
definitely.
off of each other and,
Like Behance.
yeah, Behance is good.
Behance rocks.
Yeah.
What tool is Cryssy using? What tool are you using?
Brush tool.
Just the brush tool for the
Yep.
moment. Yeah,
Default brush tool.
classic brush tool. What is a design IQ, please? Oh, Stefan, I don't know. 72. I don't know. Yeah. You just reply. Stefan will be happy. But I really love when every time a country decides to, okay, let's make new bills,
Mhm.
and they share the process. And like 5 years ago, it was Norway, I think. It was, and it's beautiful, like really with vivid colors. It's so good. And I really understand why you would love to work on that, because there are so many details,
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I think that
and you
what-
have
what-
to put details.
You have to put
Yeah.
details, But then again, maybe you don't have to put details. It's what I find interesting is the possibility of breaking those rules that's already been established.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah,
do you have to have it look like it's got so much filigree and like so many thin lines and all this really high fancy line work, wrapping into each other? No, maybe I could just be like, here's the amount, and it says money. That's it, and just keep on pushing it forward and see what happens. I'm just doodling it. Hi.
Virginia Lee, thanks for joining. Is asking, do you have any advices for beginners in graphic design industry?
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
And don't be afraid to take risks.
Yeah. Be bold.
Be bold. Make the mistakes. Turn what you perceive to be a negative into a positive as often as you can.
And also, we had on the Adobe Live set an artist. He's based in Paris, but he's from Amsterdam. His name is Peter Kaiser, and he's more in the lettering side. And he said something very interesting, which was, like and maybe it's the case for you too. Like if you don't have any project, like there is no customer project, he would still wake up and do something for him. Like he would keep creating, like every
have
day,
to.
keep working on something new, and then he would work on these two, like personal project and customer project, in parallel. And he would never stop. So
I think that it's vital to almost adopt the philosophy like an athlete. An athlete trains every day and keeps on pushing themselves, regardless of whether they have a contest or an event to compete at. I think that an artist, whether they've been doing it for years or whether they're just starting off, it really involves kind of training. Getting familiar and pushing yourself and being inspired and following certain artists or certain styles, certain movements, or combining all of that into kind of an artistic jambalaya. That's what I really love about art history is that, I think that it's like a blueprint for us of work that's already been established that we could always go back to, pay reverence, and then combine maybe the coloring of like Hindu culture art
Yeah.
with like a wood block technique from Japan.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the work that inspires me is the culture aspect of it.
Okay. Abalova, yeah, this is live. Is it live, yes or no? Yes. Thanks for joining. And by the way, on adobelive.com, we are live every 2 weeks. Okay. So we will be live within 2 weeks from Paris with 4 motion designers, actually 5, including 2 from South Africa.
Cool.
Wow.
So it's,
That's awesome.
we extend the network. Yeah. One who is a Swedish motion designer, a girl, Alexandra. There will be also Lucille. She's a French motion designer, but she animates pixel art.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's pretty
this
cool.
will be interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool.
We have Cyril, also a motion designer, and then Made by Radio, which is an agency. They will we will have an illustrator and motion designer for South Africa. Illustrator. I'm just reading your questions in the chat, my friends. Oh, Stay Infinite has a question. So, you designed for many years, but how do you still keep things fresh? How do you don't want to get bored? So, do you have some advice or routine to avoid that?
Well, for me, I mean, art's an evolution. It's always changing, Your style, for me, it didn't really stay the same. It's like the same line, but it's a more evolved version, maybe. Like, it always changes a little bit, and so for me, I don't get bored. Because I've been drawing my whole life, so it's like the only thing I know.
No choice. That's cool.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's I watch less TV
Yeah.
because I'm always locked in at my studio, and if I'm not playing in vector, then I'm sketching on paper.
Okay.
And if I'm not doing that, then I'm reading, and if I'm not doing that, then I'm out exploring. And I wish I had more time to do that, because usually it's like I can't get away from this because I enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
It's almost addictive to it.
Yeah, there's
To a certain
there's an
point.
addictive part. It's true.
But,
Okay, so
inspiration.
a lot of questions about
Yeah, with
where
inspiration.
is the Cryssy's tablet. So we have
Oh,
to
I
unveil
know.
that.
Tablet life, people. Tablet life. This is how I
It's here.
work
This
normally.
is how she works.
Like this.
Okay, trilling. I always get bored and I try to draw a comic. How do you keep motivated? Or trilling? Yeah, you should ask yourself, like, is it really your passion? Because it takes time, to master your craft, your art.
Yeah.
It takes time. So without passion, it will be tough.
The other thing that that's also that as an artist you got to get used to and build up the confidence and kind of understand the benefit is criticism as well. There's a lot of people that kind of lose themselves if
Actually,
they get
yeah,
a
and we do
negative
it live.
criticism.
Oh yeah,
True.
good
Yeah.
point.
You know, it's like you have to understand, you have to listen and see exactly what they're trying to communicate, because sometimes that criticism could be a benefit that you're looking at it from their perspective and going, oh, you know what? Yeah, maybe I should change this. Maybe I should change that. You know?
Maybe actually, so we invite you to share what you create with Photoshop, Illustrator, any kind of illustrations on Twitter, adding the Adobe Live hashtag. We will check some artwork, in a few seconds or a few minutes,
Sure.
and give some live feedback. So it's always valuable. And we will pick 10 entries, 10 design on Friday, and you will receive. We will give away T-shirts, okay, with illustrations that have been created this week, actually. So let me know, Paul, when we can check Twitter if you see some stuff at the top. Cryssy in Orlando, what are your biggest fear in design, if you have one? I guess it's a question from Speeder in the chat. Are you scared, Cryssy?
No, I'm a Sith Lord, remember?
Yeah, she's
We
not
ain't
scared.
scared.
She doesn't know fear.
Nice.
I harnessed my fear.
Nice.
And I went to the dark side. That's what happened.
Okay.
See, people are laughing at me in Spanish.
Yeah.
Let go. Yeah, no. Fear for me is like, looking down and my hands have disappeared. Like stuff like that.
Linda, this is so inspiring. Thanks for joining, Linda. Happy to see that you like it. And you know what we will do? Let me know, Paul. You feel that we can
Yeah.
share some live reviews, and after we will do a giveaway. Okay, so maybe Orlando, if you can give some advices. So we have Matt here. It's on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, been sketching around. Oh, with Robzilla. So it
Yeah,
was
Rob.
during the previous stream.
Nice.
Back in full screen using Adobe Draw, I guess. Illustrator Draw.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That is cool.
looks awesome.
Yeah, looks like my haircut. And Renford, it was my first crack at using the Wacom bamboo.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
First crack.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's a good for first crack.
That's really impressive.
Oh, I know this work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, yeah.
Oh,
This is where I first met.
What is that? Nice.
Yeah, that's dope.
Gradients.
That's really
Good
nice.
job. Oh my god, look at what's
Look at that.
happening.
It's made me hungry.
Crunchy. Yeah, now we
Oh,
are
they're
hungry.
writing.
Carlotta,
That's
please.
really cool stuff.
Now we are hungry. Oh, I love it. It's crazy, but I love it.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Photoshop Filipinos. Good job, Carlotta.
When I'm looking through people's work, I always go, damn, I wonder how long they took. How much
Yeah.
time went into that.
Maybe they can let us know in the chat, how long they make.
Or
Or in text.
who inspired you? Like, what was your inspiration behind it? I think that often at times, like when we're posting up our work,
Juan, good job.
we should all try
Oh.
to just. Well, look at that.
Kind of digging that.
Is it Brittany?
I think it's Brittany.
Is
yeah,
it
yeah.
Brittany, bitch?
Those highlights are nice on the
Is
list.
it Bibi?
Yeah, maybe.
Points
Bibi?
for,
Ah,
Nice.
Melvin.
That's on
Sketching a lot? Sketching a lot, Melvin, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember since 2008. That's awesome.
Good job. Thanks for sharing. It's awesome.
And now I'm
Oh, yeah.
getting hungry.
Oh,
Ooh, cool.
Popga. He's a French soccer player playing for Manchester United.
Mm,
Cool.
Thanks, Oliver. Oh,
that's cool.
that's a good.
That is.
Sweet.
Sergey, yeah, in the chat. I saw your name.
Sergey.
That's a
What's up, Sergey?
Boss, that's the boss. Okay, and to celebrate all these entries, we will do a giveaway. We will give away to someone in the chat a T-shirt, and the T-shirt will have an illustration made this week. Okay, I don't know which one. We will see. So to participate, it's very easy. You just have to type a keyword in the chat, and also make sure to subscribe to the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. There is a subscribe button. It will give you 5 times more chances to win, and also you will be notified next time we are live. Because on YouTube, you can go in the notification settings and say, okay, every time Adobe Creative Cloud is live, I want to receive a notification. So the keyword is, okay, what is, okay, we'll do an easy one. What is Orlando's nickname? And you use this nickname on Twitter, right? I think so.
I've got a nickname.
Yeah, you have a nickname. I've just decided that he has a nickname. You have to
I
find
love it.
which one
Find
this
it.
is. And I will make sure that Nightboat is awake. Because Nightboat is a mess.
Does that nickname come with like a red and gold suit, power suit, or anything like that?
Alright. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's go live here. Oh. And then- Oh. Click on load. I did.
How you doing over there?
I clicked roll.
I'm good. How are you doing?
Nice.
You need to wait.
Oh, Oh, sorry.
Plugging away.
Yeah, that'd be a nice.
So sorry.
tattoo.
So someone, sorry, Zabadu, you, Nightbot said you won the giveaway, but no, it was just a Nightbot waking up.
No love.
Sorry for the, what's the name, the false joy, or no? Is there an expression for that? We
Sorry to get your hopes up.
hops. Oh yeah. We say in French we say fake joy
Fake joy.
because you say and it's no, false joy. Sorry.
Bum bum ba-dum.
Mexifun, yeah, you got it. That's the nickname. This is not Robert. No, Tony Stark. No, not this one.
Mexican.
Or Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah, up to you.
William Workman.
Okay, and now Nightbot is up and running. So Nightbot, please give me the name of the winner. Someone who gave the right answer. Here we go. What is the name, Paul? It's PJ Castle. PJ Castle. PJ Castle. Congratulations. I will ask you, PJ, to let us know in the chat what is your Twitter handle, okay? And we will contact you this week. Faux espoir, yeah. Thank you, Made by Mighty. False hope. Thank you, Janet. I'm learning every day. Peligroso. No, it's not. This is not the nickname. Nice try.
Nice one.
Nice try. So, PJ Castle, you will receive a t-shirt.
Congrats.
With, an illustration. Awesome. I need to contact you. Actually, it's not easy because I need to ask what is your size, you know.
The
there's
details,
some work, you know?
the details.
Details,
You know,
everything,
the
the
job's
details.
never done, Michael.
Oh my god. And there will be more giveaways, okay? So stay with us. And PJ, just put in the chat what is your Twitter handle. Okay, good. Looks good. I'm checking the screen. Peligroso looks good. How is the tiger? Doing well? Yeah,
Getting there.
getting there. So do you already have a color scheme in mind for the final illustration?
Kind of.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
the exploration part
Yeah.
for me.
Well, this will be super interesting. That's also part of the Adobe Live experience, you know, to see how people try, fail, you know, and then succeed. It's part of it.
We are not.
Ashlyn Tube, may I ask you a question? Yes,
We're not hearing from PJ.
Ashlyn, please.
PJ
What?
is not. I haven't gotten any messages from PJ.
PJ, yeah, he will wake up. Don't worry.
PJ, wake up.
He went to the bathroom.
Where are you?
Hello.
Race up.
Speeder, please. How long will this stream off? We will end this stream in, this show in 15 minutes, but we will be back on Adobe Live, Speeder, so don't worry, with Erin Gallagher in 1 hour.
Yeah. I always
Yeah.
like saying yeah after Aaron Gallagher's name. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I create my own music in my head while I
Yeah, you
draw.
want, you want some sound effect on it? I can. Sorry, Cryssy. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here we go. It's really. It added
You
something.
like that?
Yeah.
C'est bon?
C'est bon.
Ah.
PJ is making a Twitter account. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Welcome to Twitter.
Hola, ¿qué tal? At Twitter. Dude, we just came up with the new logo for them. A new Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, ¿qué tal? Hola, ¿qué tal? Twitter.
All right, we're gonna.
Is there a night
That's
shift
morning.
from San Francisco? No, John. What time is it? So for us, it's 2 p.m. in San Francisco. Let us know in the chat what time this is in your country. For us, it's 2 p.m., you know.
Son las 2 del día.
It's okay. We start the afternoon. Well, Yeah.
Check it out. See how it looks.
Looking really good.
looks like
Thanks,
tigers.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Whew. Jeez.
How many fingers?
Uh,
No. 6 and 7. Okay, that's good.
okay, great.
Okay, Eclair, Fifi, 10 p.m. in your country, 3 p.m. Okay. 11 p.m. in Belgium. Thanks, Michael, for staying so late. 3
Belgium!
a.m. 3 a.m. Oh my God.
Dang.
3 a.m.
Yeah, that's the record.
Yep.
Man, we should give a T-shirt just for that.
Yeah.
No, don't. Please.
No, don't. Obviously, we didn't go over an official rule book of things before jumping live. Sorry.
Please. Okay, 11 p.m. Yeah, we still have a lot of people from Europe. It's awesome. Thank you, guys. Oh, Priyanka, it's 3:30 a.m. Yeah, you should go to bed. Okay, you have our authorization. Thanks for watching us, and see you tomorrow, same time. Sleep well, because we'll be live on Adobe Live for 3 days. You know, it's always Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the same time. If you want to check the full schedule, it's available on adobelive.com. On the sidebar on the right, there is a schedule tab, and you can even add to your calendar. You know, if you want to get a reminder, get some notifications. This is enabled on adobelive.com. Renji is asking, is it better to choose colors before starting the work or during the work?
That's a good one.
I don't know if it. Yeah, I don't know if it's better. Maybe it's preference.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there's some artists out there that will start an illustration only in grayscale.
Mm-hmm.
And once they have that all done, then they go in and they're able to quickly start putting down some overlapping colors and shapes and tones, and it starts developing and evolving.
Yeah, we had the case on Adobe Live. Like we had a Cryssy Farm working like this. Jingwei from New York is working like this also, starting with grayscales and.
Frazetta used to paint that way. You know Frank Frazetta?
Oh, he used to do the same.
He used to start off with like a sepia tone on his canvas, and then he would plug out all the highlights with the rag, let it dry, and then start building up the painting through washes.
Wow.
I'm telling you, art history.
Yeah.
Look it up, guys. Have fun.
You might be colorblind. Yeah, it happens, Angelo. It's not. Are you colorblind? No.
One of my favorite artists was colorblind. N.C. Wyeth. Fantastic children's American illustrator, and who would do these beautiful paintings. Robinson Crusoe. Robin Hood, A Knight's Tale. Blah blah blah. Find out that he was colorblind.
Wow.
And it's like, wow, okay. And then you look at some of his kind of less vibrant work, and you go, oh, okay, maybe I could see that, but you would never imagine it.
Hi, Evil Series, welcome. Brad is asking, do you prefer gradients to meshes, Orlando?
I prefer to stay with linear and radial gradients. The mesh tool for me, I've seen some really beautiful photo quality kind of renderings, and it's very impressive, very, very time consuming, the way that I look at it. But I try to stay away from it only because it's too technical and it takes too much time, and for me, I kind of like the spontaneity of just trying to get the fun factor onto the canvas. When I'm there, like plugging away at different meshes, then for me it's just too technical, and the fun of being an artist and watching things just starts to just unwind and evolve has become just a bit too much of a process. Sorry for the long answers, people.
No, it was good. Oh yeah, William talking about art history, say also props to the old film painters who could paint in negative color. Yeah. William saying they were able to paint in negative.
Yeah.
On film.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I mean, back before computers, that's how they're photo correcting, pictures for ads and commercials. I remember taking a course over at Pratt for photography, and they're
Oh,
like, yeah, for final presentation, you had to make sure that everything, all your little dust that was part of the negative or anything that wasn't brushed away, that made it onto the print, you had to paint that in. Yeah,
paint.
seriously. You had to paint it in.
Wow.
And if you want a bigger, sharper highlight, paint that in.
It was the first Photoshop.
Caveman Photoshop. But a lot's changed. For the good.
Alexa Randa is saying, heading to the Wacom store after this show.
Pick me up in Mobile
I
Studio
actu-
Pro, please.
I should send an email to Wacom.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
We're like promoting their products.
Definitely. Bum, 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 bum.
One time we gave away a Wacom Cintiq. Yeah, I like the big
Oh.
one, the 27.
Really?
Yeah, inches.
Oh.
Yeah. But
That's
actually,
insane.
I mean, we have started some discussions, so this might happen again. Some Wacom giveaways. Just need to go through some legal stuff, which is always fun.
It's always
You
the
would love
legal.
it, like legal. Oh my god, such a funny team. I hope they don't watch.
Jokesters, are they?
Ashley is asking, do you know Camila Cuevas?
Camila Cuevas?
Camila Cuevas? No, Ashley, can you let us know more about her work? Maybe if we see the work, usually when we see the work, we can ask Paul to do some research actually. And
Luisa Lopez. No, I don't use blending modes. I just use gradients. Maybe tomorrow I'll come back and do a little quick demonstration on how to play the blend.
blend modes tomorrow. Be back same time on Adobe Live.
Yeah.
Carlotta, please Wacom giveaways. Yeah. Carlotta,
Please.
stay quiet. Yeah. Take a deep breath. We're working on it. And we will give away in about 30 minutes. Stay with us. A Creative Cloud subscription, 1 year. If you're already
Are
a
you
Creative Cloud
serious?
member, yeah,
What?
1-1. If you're already a Creative Cloud member, it will extend your membership.
Yo, I gotta call some people. I'll be like, yo,
Oh
sign
my
in
God,
right now!
Wake up!
Wake up!
Is there no mirror function in Illustrator? Angel, no, there is no default mirror function. But there is this famous plugin by Astute Graphics.
I'm gonna be
Mirror
talking
Me.
to a few people. No,
Yeah,
might be talking to
I
some
know.
people on here. I don't know.
mirroring.
We'll see.
Davito Diaz has a, like a very straightforward question.
Uh-oh.
He's asking, "What are you doing?"
Me?
You're like that. Like it's a shortcut, with Davito. It's what
What are you doing? It's a valid question.
So we have Cryssy. She started from a sketch on paper of 2 tigers. Maybe you can zoom out so they
Yeah.
can see. And now she took a picture, and now she's creating the vectors on top of it. And she has 2 hours per day for 3 days to create the final illustration. Orlando is just playing.
I'm just
playing
making a
video
t-shirt.
game.
Yeah, playing a video game.
Just playing with some gradients, with something peligroso, dangerous. Looks like a dangerous skill, like
Did you get the high score? Did you
Not
have to
yet.
use the cheat code?
a cheat code, yeah. Like up, right.
Yeah.
The Capcom, yeah. The Capcom cheat code.
There you go.
Yeah! How is Cryssy closing her path so fast? Ah, Ben. That's the Shift X trick, no? That was
Oh
your-
yeah. It was just going from a stroke to a fill.
Yeah, maybe you can show it again during
yeah.
the cat.
Oh yeah, here I'll make another stripe. So I normally, if the hotkey is Shift X, and I normally draw with the stroke so you can see what's underneath. And then you draw your line, and then you hit Shift X again, and it
Oh,
it swaps the stroke and the fill
Perfect.
So if you do have a stroke on it, it'll swap that too. So
Anya, guys, when you're working on commercial illustration, how roughly does it take per project? So they already answered, like what you said, it can be 4 or 5 hours, as it can be 2 or 3 days. You know.
right.
And without, I mean, especially when you work for a customer,
Yeah.
you need to understand the brief, challenge your customer, get more feedback. You know, so
You know, some briefs come to you and you're like, wow, okay, cool, I totally understand it. You know, have a quick phone call with the client, make sure that they wrote the brief and their understanding is equal. But other times, you read a brief and you're like, I have no idea what they're trying to do here, what they want out of me.
Yeah.
You know, some of them turn into like a puzzle. And seriously, out there, you know, ask your questions. Don't be afraid. You know, so what if it's the client and you're like, well, if I ask a question, they might think I'm stupid. No, you know, like ask the questions. You know, this is a collaboration. You're gonna make you're teaming up. To
usually they already do anyway.
Yeah,
They already think we're stupid. So that's
no,
why
they do, and you know,
don't be shy.
it's okay.
I mean, I always say rather get the job done right than wrong. And if you don't ask questions, you're gonna get it wrong. So 'cause
Yeah.
you don't know what's inside someone else's head. So.
But also it gives you the
gotta ask.
opportunity to question the brief.
Yeah.
You know, and
I think
to
that's-
challenge
yeah.
it and say, listen, you know, is this really what's going to be the best solution for trying to get this communication out there for this demographic or this audience or this consumer base? You know, and you'll be
That's-
surprised. Sometimes people are like, you know, sometimes the clients are like, wow, that we didn't think about that. We should consider that.
Yeah, I remember like working as a consultant in. I will sound very old. In rich internet applications, you know, when we were building UIs for enterprise
Was the
applications.
internet still there?
Internet, yeah, it just happened. It was there. But something we learned is that you never ask the final user or a customer, it's the same, what do you need?
Oh.
You never ask this question, like because the customer doesn't know what he needs. The only thing he knows is that what is the challenge? What is the problem you want to solve? You're doing a communication plan, but why? You know, what will be the purpose of this communication plan? You want to reach teenagers. Okay, interesting. It's a market for you. Then we can start talking and see how design can influence teenagers.
Yeah.
I would say that the first meetings you have with the customer, at least 70% of the conversation has to come from the customer. Like, really, like, make them talk. Like, make them talk
Gotcha.
about the business, about their problems, daily life, how they perceive their users. And you will find solutions.
Peligroso. You'll find solutions. Peligroso. But you know, I think sometimes what's even more challenging is when a project comes up and you got this opportunity that, you know, you would tend to think is like a dream come true. You know, we're gonna give you carte blanche. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And for me, that's like a trap.
Oh, interesting.
Seriously, because it's like you could do what I'm doing now, doodling, and go, okay, yeah, you know what? There you go. And then they're like, well, we thought maybe something else. And it's like, well, that's why we need a brief. That's why we need to have that conversation before we start.
And you know who said exactly the same thing? Jessica Walsh.
Oh, yeah?
She works with Stefan Sagmeister in New York. And they are so big in the graphic design industry now that usually the customers are like, oh, please, Mr. Sagmeister and Miss Walsh, you have carte blanche. Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
And they are like, no. So actually they add constraints. So the first thing they do, they add rules like in a game or a video game, and say, let's play a game. So we can only use 5 colors.
Yeah.
You know, or I can. They just find constraints and then they start creating. They had this idea of having a carte blanche. So you're not the first one talking about it. It's very interesting, actually.
Yeah, no, you know, sometimes when given that opportunity, because, you know, it is a dream come true when you have a client that has enough confidence that, hey, you know what, we like what you do, here you go. But what I always offer up when I'm presenting the first few ideas is that I put it all into a almost like a PowerPoint deck, PDF. where I basically reiterate a little bit of the brief, what the idea statement or mission statement might be, what's the agenda, what's the
What
goal.
you got from the brief, what you
And
understood.
then when I put,
And then you validate.
and then I validate everything, and then I go, okay, you know what? According to these, to these bullets of what you're wanting to achieve with this collaboration, even though it's a carte blanche, sometimes I'm able to go, hey, you know what? Your brand's recognized because of this kind of personality or this kind of group. Remember, carte blanche means there's no brief, so it's like, hey, whatever. So I'm like, okay, so this is how I perceive, in 3 different variables, your brand or this project in this degree by this group, this age group, or this social group.
I see.
So you take into account a lot of different things, culture, social habitat, what they do. Are they really big into video games? Does this thing need to look like it's part of a video game? Does it need to look like it's something for
Vintage.
healthcare? You know what I mean? Total opposite direction.
Cryssy, there is a question for you by Olga Savich, if you want to read it. So,
Not even gonna try.
yeah, want to read it? DAP no suizato istavili no. So that's a very good question, Olga.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think about it?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes too. Although during weekends, maybe no. But weekdays, yeah, definitely. It's a yes. It's a yes, Olga. So yeah, let's try to speak English in the chat. It will ease the conversation.
Hey, I just draw. Juan Alejandro Hernandez Perez.
Saludos, el vago. El vago ilustra. Saludos, vagos.
Everybody's got their own way of having fun. You
Yeah.
know, whether in Photoshop or Illustrator,
It's
Cryssy's
part of
demonstrating, that she draws on paper,
Yeah.
which is fantastic, and then brings it in and starts to evolve it further and push it. Not all illustrators, play the same way, and I guess that's what makes us all unique. I just saw a comment up there, and they're like, "Hey, how can you play an Illustrator without, a sketch?" And it's like very quickly, easy. You just how do you sketch on paper without an idea?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
You
like
can always go back.
for me, this is
Without a pen.
this is kind of my sketch pad. But it also took a lot of years to be comfortable in order to play to this degree.
So Cryssy, when you add the shapes on top of your sketch, now you start to take some freedom, no?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you try to isolate in your head what you're doing and forget the sketch, or
Yeah, it always changes a little bit, or you try something and you're like, oh, I like that better. You just kind of roll with it. So, that's what I'm doing. I have like the spine of the tiger, so I'm just kind of using that as my median line and just like drawing all of these stripes off of that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Transgreaser. I love both styles. We love to see them combine. Yeah, maybe we will see. Maybe on Thursday.
Let's switch.
We could combine.
Switch seats. Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on. Yeah, let's go.
1, 2, 3, go.
No, I love that idea. I think
Yeah.
that's a good.
Something we could try.
Oh man, we should try to do it with all the artists. Seriously.
On Thursday, we could try to merge some art.
Rob, you
Rob
down
and-
for that?
Merge
Collaboration?
some illustrations on Thursday and see how it goes. Yeah, let's do it.
Nice.
Is Cryssy using the pen tool as well?
Yes.
Yep.
That's what
She's
I'm
using
right now.
the brush tool and the pen tool. So when you see her clicking, making strokes, this is the pen tool. She's using both. And we have, for this show, 25 minutes left.
What?
And
25 minutes left?
Yeah, after we will be live with Erin Gallagher, and she's just joined the
Oh,
studio.
Erin just jumped in the house. Come on over here. Come on.
Erin, what do you do?
What's up? We're live right now. Say hi. Say hi to the people.
You just walked right out there, huh? Didn't you? Wow. Oh.
No.
Count Zero wants to know if you have ever studied anatomy or.
Yeah, I studied a little bit in college. Oh, not feline anatomy, no.
Yeah,
But
which is very
humans anatomy.
It's very niche.
Yeah. So I'm just, if it's not
I
accurate, I'm
studied
just
feline
kind of
anatomy for 4 years.
making
I have
it
a
up.
PhD
Yeah, in cat
in
cat muscles.
cat muscles.
Yeah.
PhD. But you studied human anatomy.
Yeah, human anatomy in school a little bit for a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tavito is asking, have you ever illustrated for an animation?
Yes.
So
So I used
How
to
did
work.
it work?
I used to work in commercials actually.
Oh, okay.
So I was the graphics person for that. You just have to make sure everything is layered, so everything you want to move.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the eyes, everything must be
Yeah,
separate.
if you want it to move, it should be separate. And that goes for Photoshop and Illustrator. So you just have to be organized.
Mahbub, they are both using Wacom Intrus Pro. And both working in Illustrator CC. If you don't have Illustrator CC, stay with us because within 10 to 15 minutes we will give away a Creative Cloud subscription. Is it still running? I'm just yeah, cool. Thank you. He saved our day. We have the guy who fixed the AC.
Yay!
So it should be better tomorrow because we have all night to
Cool
cool
down.
the room. Very warm today, very warm. This is why this is peligroso. Peligroso. What are the best options for beginners? What do you mean, we told? We need more details, please. Best options.
AC guy rocks indeed.
I hope you're already using Creative Cloud. Nice. That's perfect. So you can win 1 more year to extend your membership. William really liked the amber-like glows that you were working on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I used to be afraid of color, of using color.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
You would just do black and white illustrations?
Just black and whites, black and whites. You know, color for me was something that it was, oh man,
You
it
too,
was, it
Rob?
was challenging.
I was the same way. I was pastels for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah, I have a friend who is a street artist, Nerwan, and he's making black and white illustration, and he's scared of colors. But now he's starting. You know, he's very
Really?
young, so he's working on it. But yeah, he was the same. Like he would tell me exactly the same. I'm afraid of colors. Memoirs of an oh my god, that's a weird nickname, but thanks for asking the question. I'm new to Illustrator. Any advice on how to get to know the software? Yes. So the beauty of YouTube is that you will find a lot of free YouTube tutorials, and especially on Adobe.com actually. So if you go on Adobe.com and you go on the Illustrator page, all our creative apps, they have a Learn section with the free video tutorials, and you really have tutorials for beginners, so you can really get started. If you have any question, like you don't know how to do anything like technical, you can visit the Adobe forums because they are experts from the community and they will be very happy to answer. And on YouTube, you will find plenty of tutorials and also live tutorials. So on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel, we do one live tutorial on every Monday and another one every Friday. Paul Trani is also live streaming a lot on Illustrator. So I would follow Creative Cloud on YouTube, like you subscribe to the YouTube Creative Cloud channel, and also follow Illustrator on Facebook, because we do a lot of Facebook Live also, where Paul Trani is sharing some tips and tricks. So yeah, I would say practice, try to draw anything you have in mind, and you will find video tutorials. How long this live lasts? So we started 90 minutes ago, 1 hour and a half. We are still live for about 20 minutes together, and then we will welcome Erin. We are live on Adobe Live 8 hours a day. So we'll be live tomorrow, starting with Kyle Webster. He's the author of Kyle Brush. If you used some brushes in Photoshop, I'm sure you know Kyle. He will be live for 2 hours. Then after, Rob Generate and Janet Leo will be back.
Yeah!
Hey, we're up. And then Orlando and Cryssy, you will be back tomorrow, same time. And Erin also, same on Thursday. So the entire schedule, the full schedule is on adobelive.com. On the side, you will see there is a sidebar with a tab, schedule, and you have all the details. Good question by Christian. Christian Hoffman, or Christian, is studying Illustrator mandatory for motion designers? Good question.
Is Illustrator mandatory for motion designers?
So motion designers, they use After Effects.
What do you think? Yeah.
But I think having a basic understanding of it, because if it, like, not all people who design for motion will know how to break the files up. And if you need to do a specific thing as an animator, you have to go inside of the project, you have to separate
open the
everything. Yeah. And you have to organize it yourself.
It's a good point. So,
yeah.
so maybe it's not mandatory to learn how to draw or create illustrations,
Right.
but you need to understand the structure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good point.
Exactly.
Can something
Can
like
I this in Photoshop? Oh, so
Vexel?
Hola, Juan. ¿Qué pasa?
Jimmy Lin. So Orlando, can you do the same thing in Photoshop? I guess you could.
Yeah, I
using
could.
Gradients,
I could.
but you couldn't scale it at the end.
Well, that's
Because can you zoom in? So just for the joke. Okay. What is the zoom now?
The zoom's at 600%.
Okay, let's go.
1200%.
1200. Let's go.
2400. 4800.
Almost there. 6400%. This is something you cannot do in Photoshop. So keep it crispy. These are just vectors. Maybe you can do Command Y.
Oh,
So
definitely.
let's see. Here we go.
You know, Command Y. You know, let's do select all the points. You know,
Awesome.
so
But if you want to see good illustrations in Photoshop, actually, Erin, will you work in Photoshop today? Yeah, so stay with us. If you want to see also the process in Photoshop, Erin will be live in about 25 minutes and she will work in Photoshop today. So many options.
what do I need?
Rob, behave. Please behave.
I don't know what's going on, but hey.
And yeah, good point. It also depends on the style of motion designs. But like if you look at today, like the productions by Med the Radio, we're talking about this agency, or James Curran, they are all like a kind of animated flat design with a lot of vectors. But then if you do animations which are more cartoonish, then it's completely different. Depends on the style. Okay, we have a question for you, Orlando. Any tips for getting smooth gradients in Illustrator?
Any tips on yeah, gradients could be really, really tricky because they'll end up kind of breaking apart depending upon the colors that are being used. Like I find out that when you have a very vibrant color and you try to build a gradient off of that and mix it with like a very kind of like a gray or a tan, something that's a bit more dull and not as vibrant. When you start overlapping that on another color, say your background's a green or something, then you start to see how that gradient breaks apart within that fade, especially if you start playing around with like bringing down the transparency on one of those colors. Then then it becomes really obvious and you're just like, is that how it's going to print?
Interesting.
So I don't have a quick solution for that. It just involves having to put in the time and experiment and play with that adventure.
Maybe start with soft colors.
Yeah.
And then try to find your limit with the vibrant colors. Yeah.
I almost want to put a slice of toast coming out of this guy's head.
So Trent Squeezer, the next live will be on adobelive.com. So if you are watching now on adobelive.com, you're good. Just stay here, okay? And we will transition to Erin. If you're watching us on YouTube, then go to adobelive.com. This is the place where we have the smooth transitions between the streams. Kanzero is asking, do you use references? It happens.
Who, me?
Yeah.
All of us? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
We ask
you use
Cryssy after.
reference, right?
Yeah, she's using a reference right now. This is something you sketch.
Yep.
Uh,
Actually have some. I need to look at tiger stripes because I don't know what I'm doing. I need to check out some feline anatomy.
Feline anatomy
Yeah.
courses. You need a PhD.
Yep.
Yeah, I've 90% of the time I basically have to have reference, and I'll have them.
Okay.
You know,
On
I'll
the
have
side.
them off to the side. You know, for instance, this is something that I'm probably gonna be working with tomorrow.
Ooh,
You know,
sneak. Oh,
so
I noticed.
you know,
It reminds me something.
obviously I'm gonna be playing around with something that's
Oh.
gold. I'm gonna be playing around with this famous icon.
Yeah, this is a painting I made like 5 years ago.
So,
It's quite popular.
It's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece now. Very
yeah.
successful with it.
Yes, you can kern text in Illustrator.
can
Let
kern
me
text.
show you how to do that.
And there is a keyboard shortcut. To
Okay. So if you hold Option and press the arrow keys, you can kern the text this way.
mm-hmm.
And then if this increment is too big, you can also go into the preferences and change the keyboard increment up here
to 0.5.
to whatever you
Yeah.
need. Yeah. So that's how you do that.
Anya is asking, do you sometimes add a texture in Illustrator because it can be tricky and look. She says it can look too computerized. Maybe pixelated, no? Computerized. Because if you add texture, usually you add bitmaps.
That's right.
Yeah, so you need really like high resolution files.
I generally stay away from it.
Yeah.
You know, anything that involves raster, bring it into Illustrator for me. I try to stay away from it because the goal for me is to have something that is being delivered that has infinite scalability.
Okay.
You know, and I think that's one
Yeah,
of the
that's-
major advantages over Photoshop.
No, it's true.
And when you have a client that needs something of that aspect, that benefit out of that one graphic, they throw it on the side of a wall, side of a Mac truck. They don't, you know, hey, here's one file, take it, have fun.
Yeah. Do
Cheers.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
A pin, a wall, anything. Oh, Tevito is now following you.
Yay! Thank you, Tavito.
Right on! Is it possible to convert a fill to a stroke? Yeah, so this is a method. This is what Cryssy is using with the Shift
Oh.
X.
Yep.
That's our power shortcut with the force.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And Joseph, no, he didn't use any mirror tool. Orlando,
No.
no, just duplicating shapes, but no automatic mirror tool. There is a plugin by iStud Graphics, Mirror Me, that you can use if you want to try, but and it will look very, very perfect, I would say. So it's not what you always want.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta experiment.
Yeah,
You know.
you wanted to try some stripes.
Yeah, I was gonna, you know, see if I could bring in some cross hatching, but I was like, nah, we've only got a small amount of time. I'm almost thinking that I'm almost done with this. I'm just wondering whether to keep the horns, whether that makes for a decent T-shirt. I gotta bring in some darks.
And again, we invite all of you to share illustrations on Twitter, adding the Adobe Live hashtag. We might review if there are some new entries.
You know,
Paul will check that.
I think that's like the most coolest thing. Seriously,
You like
you
it,
guys
yeah?
do that. Seriously, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's nice because we have a lot of people watching us are, all designers and passionate about design. So always good to share. And if you share on Twitter, I think Adobe Live, we will pick 10 design on Friday, and you will receive a T-shirt with an illustration on the T-shirt that has been created this week by our guests. So that's exciting. We'll also give away in about 10 minutes a Creative Cloud subscription to someone in the chat, so stay tuned.
Pick me.
Same.
You can say something in
That's
the chat.
intense.
Yeah, right.
That would be
Lock in.
that would be funny.
Okay.
Okay, you want to let's have a look at Twitter, okay, and see what you have created. Oh, Valdutka.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, using Illustrator only. Wow, that's nice. Huh?
Ah, that's beautiful.
And this is the animal of France. This is the symbol of France.
Really?
Oh, in the year of the rooster.
This is us. Okay, Mina. Oh, that's her
nice.
sister.
Texture.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's really
Black
cool.
and white.
I like the stylization.
Okay, sharing my.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. Okay, I won't be able to help. Pokeballer. Okay. Ah, nice portrait.
Piles, brushes.
Mm.
And Kyle Webster, so the author of the Kyle Brush, will be live with us. Oh, look
Nice.
at
That's
that.
nice. Yeah.
First animation made frame by frame in Illustrator.
Rotoscoped?
Dope.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
on top of a video, I guess, with frame by frame.
Yeah.
Man, I don't have
Yeah,
patience for that.
Like that.
But the result is amazing. Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
very good.
That's sweet.
That's very nice.
Nice.
The lonely bunny. Ah, there we go. This is
There
me.
you go, see,
Me 2 weeks ago, before my
For your haircut.
new haircut.
I
Yeah.
could see why you almost got arrested.
For your semi-annual, right?
Oh, nice. Yeah, simple, very good portrait. Oh, what bunny.
Nice. I like that. That's a good
This
tattoo.
one is for Orlando. Yeah.
Peligroso.
There it goes. The
Nice
hook.
shadow.
Yeah, nice long shadow. Good job. Oh. Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah, animation in Photoshop.
Valentine's
Very good.
Day.
Wow, so many great
Nice.
works. I mean, yeah, keep sharing. On Twitter, I think Adobe Live. It's really amazing to look at your work. We have a quality audience. Le coq français, yes, Christian. This is a symbol of France.
I'll have one more to show.
Ah, there is one more. Paul really likes one of the projects by
Actually,
Christian, no, by David Beltran,
It's a pretty recent project.
but sharing the work of Christian Beltran. Okay. Oh, la, la.
Nice.
In Illustrator, look at that.
And then it started from a sketch.
Oh, now that's beautiful.
No joke.
Ooh, where's the popcorn?
Oh, look at the blue button.
I gotta
Oh.
like it, but then I'm gonna like it.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, Taser Tech, welcome. Where is this broadcast taking place? This one is from San Francisco. Maybe we can show them that we are outside, Paul.
Sure thing.
So here we are. We are live from San Francisco, as you can see. This is right here.
Dun, 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 dun. It's like Godzilla. Awesome. Wow, where'd that bridge come from? Where'd that bridge just come from?
Yeah, it's right here.
It's amazing.
We are live outside. So it's a bit chilly.
Yeah, it's windy.
Windy.
See?
Is this a competition? No. This is just our friends working in Illustrator, creating illustrations that we'll print on T-shirts during the week. So we have a Cryssy, because we are still still have people joining. Cryssy is working on the Two Tigers illustration.
Yeah,
We'll be live 2 hours per day, okay, on Tuesday, so today, also tomorrow, and on Thursday. So it will give her time to finalize the illustration. When Orlando was playing with gradients to, really, without any plan, just see what's coming. And we have this devilish character. This is how they say in Sweden, devilish.
Devilish.
That's why I've heard. We had two streamers, two graphic designers from Sweden, and this is what the only word that they taught me.
Devilish.
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 Hashtag devilish. It's a good idea, though, do a competition. So John Mercado, if you like designers competitions, we have also an event called Creative Jam. So you should check the website, Adobe Creative Jams.
Very cool.
We go into design schools. You were a speaker, right? At one of the jam.
And a few of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
Cool.
It's always great to...
Rob also, this week, he will be a speaker
Nice.
on Friday, I think.
Friday night.
On Friday. Yeah, you should check your flight. I think it's on Friday in San Jose in a design school. So you can check the website, adobecreativejams.com. It's all over the place. All over the place. In
Awesome.
Japan, Europe, USA. We had one in Mexico. We had one...
What?
Yeah, we had 2 in... or 3 in Canada.
What?
2 or 3 in Japan already.
I hear when he's like, "What?" I hear it on
Ah,
this
the
side
feedback.
too. Yeah, just like
We have the feedback, yeah.
surround sound.
And we will do a giveaway in 2 minutes. Okay, Anna Julia, thanks for joining. How many time do you spend to finally? Anna Julia, I'm trying to get what you mean, but so they have time to work on the illustrations. Orlando, he will work on something else tomorrow, I think.
Yeah,
We'll
definitely.
just switch to something else.
Yeah.
When Cryssy will continue
Another doodle.
working on the tigers.
Me?
You know, our buddy...
We should ask Paul to sing Eyes of the Tiger. He's a great singer.
Yeah, don't ask me to do karaoke because I love it too much.
Yeah, I love it too much, and I will destroy you. Thank you, Majo Salas Calderon, for joining. You want to leave in this video? Yeah, you can join us, Julius. Just dive to the screen.
Do it.
Try, maybe it will work, and you will join us. Mirror Me, I have some playing, yeah, Tobias by Estate Graphics. They have really the best plugins for illustrators. You should check that. Oh, Maddie has a question for Cryssy.
Sure.
Took a look at your work and we like the latest Star Wars illustrations. I love the color palette. How did you choose them? Color theme.
Color themes. Yeah, for those ones I kind of was just experimenting and going crazy. But what I do is I make little palettes on the side with like little boxes.
Okay.
So I can just eye drop and refer
Do you
back.
happen to have a file? I don't,
Yeah.
I'll just-
Can you?
yeah, just switch off of you for a second. Give me 1 second.
Or you can show the portfolio, Paul, if you have it. It's
Yeah.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
But I
I-
kind of wanted to see her working file.
I know you want to.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll just show the portfolio. Oh, boom, here
I'll
it is.
bring it up.
Either way.
Let's see. Let's do.
And as you are looking for a file, okay, here we go. And
Right, so
we
you
can leave back.
Switch
So
back.
gorgeous.
Thank you. So
I love this
this
character.
is my working file,
Oh,
and see that I have like these color palette on the side.
That's actually pretty clean.
Oh, I cleaned it up. But I also at home I work with 2 monitors, so it
Oh.
really helps to like look at reference. I think for the one I did of Ray, I was looking up like desert sunsets and just color picking from photographs that were really like vibrant. So I guess a lot of my color palette inspiration now comes from nature. Looking at sunsets from like beach sunsets are gonna look different than desert sunsets and like stuff like that. So I was just drawing inspiration
And
from
you,
that.
what about your? How does your layers panel look?
I look a mess.
I'm just curious.
It's a little crazy in here.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it's okay.
You find you don't need a. I mean,
Who's naming layers anyway?
yeah.
Me. Some of them.
Okay. And it's time to give away 1 year Creative Cloud subscription to
What?
someone watching
Switch off
us.
of you.
So it's very easy. You will
save
have to
this.
type a keyword in the chat and make sure to subscribe to the YouTube Creative Cloud channel. Okay, it will give you 5 times more chances to win. So the keyword. Okay, we need to find a good question now.
Keyword.
What was broken today?
Something was broken? Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, what was broken in the studio today? And we had someone who saved us fixing the. So you type it in the chat. Okay, I'm sure someone will remember, and then you just have to copy paste. Okay, so let's do it. So this is the keyword. Something was broken in the studio today, which was very painful, but now it's fixed. So type the keyword. No, don't type keyword, Julius. Be smart.
Type keyword.
Keyword.
No, keyword is not there. Okay, this is coming. Is Nightbot awake, Paul?
Yeah, I'm
Holy
just
crap.
thinking if I can comma delineate because there's two.
Let's do the abbreviation. Okay, 2 letters. Yeah, 2 letters. And I will give you 1 minute to adjust in case you said air conditioning.
Well, you just gave it away.
I think they got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
it's
Yeah.
a little late now, but yeah.
True. My bad.
The light was broken. No, nice try. So deep. So deep. Okay, that's the AC, yes. The heater, no, the heater wasn't broken, I can tell you. Heater works very well. Okay, AC, Nightbot, please. Roll it. Okay, can you zoom in, please? The winner is, oh, he asked a lot of questions today, which is great. And he subscribed a few days ago. Mahbab Sobani. Mahbab Sobani,
Nice.
congratulations. You just have to. You just have to type in the chat your Twitter handle, okay, Mahbab? And we will contact you on Twitter. You want a 1 year Creative Cloud subscription. If you're already a Creative Cloud member, it will extend your membership, adding 12 months. And there will be more giveaways, okay, during the next stream, which will be in about 10 minutes with Erin. Okay, we have 3 or 4 more minutes together.
Sadness.
Okay, where are you at, Orlando? Very close. Look at that. So
I'm at right now.
intense. So intense. Okay, Cryssy. So you can see maybe the original sketch.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. That's good. Peligroso. So we will definitely make a t-shirt with a Peligroso. Okay? Huh, Paul? You feel that?
Oh yeah.
Feel we can do a t-shirt? Great.
Definitely like both of them.
Paul is the only one who can print t-shirts. Okay, so still working on it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we have about 3 or 4 minutes together. Thanks for watching and stay with us, okay, people in the chat. We will have our next guest in 10 minutes on adobelive.com, Erin Gallagher. She will create an illustration in Photoshop, maybe more. She masters a lot of disciplines, you know, lettering, Photoshop, illustration, comics.
Aaron rocks.
Erin.
Rocks.
You want the t-shirt, Kai? Oh, maybe you will win it. Who knows? If you stay with the next stream, we will give away a t-shirt, actually. Maybe it will be the Peligroso one. Who knows?
Maybe.
Is that a rabbit? Maybe.
Which
Maybe
one's
it's
mine?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, you
Why
know,
not?
if the rabbits look like that in your country, you got problems.
that's
but
all right.
it's good.
It's
It's
all
all
right.
right.
Yeah. Oh, Linda, I'm glad you liked it. What's the shortcut for hiding the sketch? That's
so
on your side.
yeah, I've got it on a layer, and then the little eyeball on the left of the layer.
Oh, you just hide the layer.
Yeah, I just hit it.
Oh, I see.
But there is a hotkey to hide stuff. It's Apple 3.
Command 3 or Control 3
Command
on
3.
Windows.
And then if you push Command Alt 3, it unhides everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Thanks. Awesome. Did we get the Twitter from our friend Paul Marble?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. There is a text file. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Great. So again, we will be there in about 8 minutes. Okay. Orlando and Cryssy, we have dinner all together this evening. Should be nice.
I'm ready.
Should be nice.
Should be nice.
Ready.
Oh, just scare me.
Getting a little excited there.
Yeah. What this time of design called? Oh. So we like to vector art, right? Yeah, let's call it vector art. You know, just playing with vectors in Illustrators.
Donnie Darko, Bunny Gone Mad. Yes! Angelo Ruck. Good Donnie Darko reference.
And what will you do, Cryssy, tomorrow with the tigers?
Finish up the line work and start adding color.
Of course.
Yeah.
So can you share? It will be
Billy
warm, it
Rosso.
will be bluish, it will be reddish.
My original idea was to do a black tiger and a white tiger and do a yin and yang kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I want to add some gradients too.
Okay.
Yeah, put some pop colors in there.
And tomorrow, Orlando, you will share also some gradients and blend modes, right?
No blend modes, just gradients blending
do
into
blend
each other.
modes.
Oh, blending gradients.
Yep.
I use blending modes though.
You will
So,
use blending
yeah.
modes? Okay, so
Peligrosos, that's
even
spelled
more.
right.
So yeah, let's all say thank you to Orlando and Cryssy in the chat. You were awesome. And see you tomorrow, same time on Adobe Live. Stay with us, okay? Because at the top of the hour, we will be with Erin Gallagher. She will be creating illustrations in Photoshop. And Paul Trani will be hosting. And I saw some people in the chat asking, where is Paul? Paul will be there. Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Cryssy. Thank you, Orlando.
Hey,
Yeah,
can't
see you
wait to
tomorrow,
be
same
back.
time. Okay, we'll be back in 5
Awesome.
minutes. on Adobe
Thanks for
Live.
tuning in, guys. Awesome. Gracias.